Alright guys, welcome to another video. You'll see in the background, there's a JZX 100 over there that's now registered. It's the new Shibby, so she's all registered now and good to go. In the meantime of me doing that, and full transparency, I've had an issue with an old video where on full driving. I've known about it for a while. Basically had, for lack of a better word, police raid my house just to get video footage and stuff, and just trying to charge me with some environmental things, like literally damaging rocks and driving in an area I shouldn't, etc. So I've been spending all my day today with a lawyer, but I did see Nick this morning. That's why the trailer's here. But came and got all the rest of the parts he needed for the S13, and between me leaving him, going to see a lawyer and getting here, everything's back in. And then on top of it just going back in, it's Nick, so he had to I had to like sprinkle some Nick on it. So he's done a lot of like revisions on little things, run this line in a different spot because it was running in a weird spot. He's gone and polished everything.
Just clean up, mate.
Just clean up.
5 minutes on the old wheel.
Oh, it looks freaking sick. Don't get me wrong, it looks freaking amazing. But yeah, she's going to be fired up tonight. Nick will fire it up. I probably won't be here for it because we're just getting the last things together. Obviously, we've got the internationals coming in. Grant gets in tomorrow, which I don't know if you'll see in this vlog or the next vlog, whatever. But Grant gets here very soon. So we're finishing setting up that room and stuff that those guys are going to stay in. Gone and got a whole bunch of like special oil, which is the really, really good stuff, he said. So this is what Mitch runs in his car, told us to run it in this. So it XR XP4 for run-in and then XP6 for power. But he made the 800 and something horsepower on that. On the break-in oil. So that's going to be cool. As far as the mechanicals of this, it's literally just the oil lines. Got a brand new oil cooler. It's actually slightly bigger than the old oil cooler. So there's U versus the one she told you not to worry about. So that's a really big oil cooler. Nothing wrong with having an even bigger oil cooler. This one's going to be mounted down in the back. That's what Nick's in the middle of doing, is making up mounts where the oil cooler is going to fit in the back, away from areas where it can get damaged, and the oil lines will run straight from the back of the block where they come out, run under the car along the rails, and then end up, I think you said, on an angle.
No,
revised again.
Yeah.
It's been revised and revised.
Made a bit more sense a different way. So.
Which way are we going to go?
So we pretty much hit mounted.
Something like
that with the fan on the bottom side, so it'll double pull essentially. So you got air pulling from top here. That'll push air through, and then it'll also be drawing from the other side too. Okay. It'll be mounted like that, so it's out of the way, still out of the impact zone of crashing and stuff. So
yep,
that's where that'll go.
Still serviceable. The hoses will be quite easy to get to as well.
Yeah, I'll put the filter because we obviously can move that filter block, so that'll be up free. Might mount it somewhere just up in here, somewhere we can just spin it off. Don't have to go wrong any.
Yeah, no, that makes that's perfect. Yeah, so again, gets a bit more weight to the back of the car, which I'm happy about. More weight down the back, the better. Less things to get damaged in the front of the car if there was any sort of impact in the front of the car. I think that's it.
Yeah, then we're just back to where we were before the tune pretty much. So. Yeah,
and then just after lunch tomorrow is when she's due to get tuned. Startup will be later tonight.
Yeah.
You chuck your camera on for that.
We'll try and remember.
We'll try and remember. It's not the end of the world. There's enough. There's so much going on, guys. The track, all the modifications to the track for now are completed. We've got drifting there tomorrow night as well, which I can't wait to show you guys. The new surfaces that we put in, getting drifted over, and to me that's going to be a huge bonus for the track, and way less hassles overall for us with the whole track situation. That is it. I'm going to go home, finally pull the 100 off the trailer and put the plates on it, and then tend to the front brake situation on the car. You're not allowed to help. I told Nick I got the brakes to the front of it. He's like, yeah, we're doing it. It's like, no, you're not.
I late started. I only started putting this together at like 10 o'clock last night. And then I didn't start touching it again until like maybe midday today.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I came this morning, this wasn't Oh no, I didn't come this morning.
It was last night, but it was on the standstill. It was in the car.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you was when you dropped the engine off.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. With that said, how hard was it to put back in? Then just that spigot, everything slid in all right with that whole spigot situation?
Yeah, just put the spigot in the freezer so it shrinks and then straight in.
Yeah.
It was just more making a few revisions as we're putting it in, like just making.
Oh, did that hose work? That hose work under the manifold? Yeah. Oh, sick. So one thing we didn't have, guys, was brake booster pressure. We needed a fitting for under the manifold here, under the Zoo manifold. And Nick obviously found the fitting we needed. Or is that the one we bought when we were there earlier?
Yeah, the barn fitting, yeah.
And that worked.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, cool. So it comes from under there. Means we'll have boosted brakes, which is fantastic. All right, I'll leave Nick alone. I've got to go home because I've got to watch the kids because Tiana's not home. Our kids are actually across the road at a neighbour's house. And I'll start playing with 100 and let's go do that. All right, we're back home now, folks. I've gone ahead and got the Mark II finally off the trailer into the shed. First thing I'm gonna do is rip these front brakes off because they are, for some reason, right front's just seized a bunch. Left front's not too bad, but I have acquired some twin turbo Toyota SUPRA brakes. They have Lexus written on them, but I got calipers and discs. So I'm going to go ahead and it's a floating disc as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fit this entire front brake setup. It's bigger than a stock JZX 100 setup, obviously. So more braking power, more safe. They're also not seized. They came off a car yesterday. And I'm also going to lower the front of this car a little bit so it looks more better. And then we'll have a bit more of a look over this car. It does have exhaust leaks, so I want to sort of suss out where the exhaust leaks are. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap some brakes over. Okay, one side of SUPRA brakes is on. I haven't bled them up yet, but looking pretty bloody snazzy. I'm happy with how that's looking. Need to muck around with the actual bleeding them up and all that sort of jazz, but overall they look phenomenal. Obviously I need to get them painted one day. This car isn't a Lexus, so we'll eventually get that sorted. I did lower the front suspension a bit. Still got to do the other side, but while I have been off away from the vlogs, while letting myself heal, the reason this whole car came about and all the track work that I've been doing, and while I've had a little bit extra money, we did we've raffled off the JZX 90, and literally we're about to, well not we, the non-for-profit JDM Raffles is about to do the draw probably in about half an hour or so time, so I'll definitely be filming that. I know a lot of people, and all of you guys did get onto it and get yourselves tickets. A lot of people I know when I got tickets, so I think it's going to be very sad to see the JZX 90 go. You guys know how much effort we put into getting this car like it is, but that's a replacement that's literally, ironically, a lot cheaper than this car, but you know, that's still stock motor, but it looks good and it's already in our grey, blah blah. So yeah, Finky's getting ready to do the official things.
Yeah, we're doing, as soon as my computer does things, a big email will go out to everybody,
to all the people that did enter.
Yeah.
And then jump on a live.
Yeah, we're gonna go live in a sec.
Okay, cool. So the brake job is going to be held up while we find out who won my JZX 90. I know it's already, when you guys are seeing this, someone's already won, but good luck to everybody. It's definitely going to be sad. I hope someone doesn't win it from Brisbane, to be honest, because I don't want to see it around. It's such a cool car. And you know, we just got that thing perfect. We just did the new engine in it. You know, we really have put so much time and effort into making that thing, you know, one of the best JZX 90s around mechanically. You know, it did still need paint, but mechanically that car is phenomenal. So yeah, we have to start it all over again. But this car does have good paint and it's in the right color, and it already has a body kit and cool wheels, a nice interior. Under the bonnet is very much completely dead stock. So we got a lot of work to do to get this thing anywhere near where the other one was. but we'll get it done.
Well, you'd have to bring it to Archie, really, like you sort of would.
Tomorrow, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, filmception.
Every day for the next.
All right, we're getting close to doing the draw.
Oh, we are. We're at 191.
191. So waiting till we get 200 people watching, and then Becky's going to go ahead and
my favourite part of it
do the draw.
is this deliciously painted turbo.
Yes,
It's
I love it.
I love it. Straight into the black pipe.
Yeah.
Western Australia, signing in for the odds. Oh, Fish and Drifts just draw it already.
Well, this
We've got 2 more people
car,
and we're going to do the draw.
I originally owned this car in WA.
Ah,
Yeah, and that's where it came over from.
that's right. This is the one you bought
And the
back.
chick brought it back over here, and I bought it off the chick who was from Perth.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up with it again. So this car has a lot of history.
Oh, we're at 200 now, 199.
Oh, no.
Drop down.
Oh, as if stay on here and then jump off.
195. We're losing. We got to get to 200. We're gonna do it. Go away.
Oh, it's going to be sad to see it go. What do you do? What do you
It's
do?
connected to the internet. Here we go.
Oh, so you've implemented names and all that sort
Yeah,
of.
it's all there. Everything's
So that's
ready
it.
to
First
go.
click, and that's it. Whoever
That's
wins it.
Whoever wins it wins it. Here we go. We're
I'm
going.
so nervous, eh? I'm nervous that I'm not entered.
Who's it gonna be?
Dude, look at him. He's like scratching his head.
Stressing out over here. Oh,
Winner has been finished.
It's a winner.
What?
Andrea Zolmek.
Who is that?
Who is that?
I don't know. Are
I
they
don't know.
watching?
Are they watching? Andrea, are you watching?
Andrea. Would that be a girl? Andrea.
I reckon it is. Andrea.
Andrea?
Andrea Zolmek.
Or
Well,
did
look,
someone's...
I'm gonna turn it round because.
Congrats, Andrea.
Congrats, Andrea. Congrats.
I hope it's an Andrea. I don't want to make it seem like you didn't win, mate.
I know, unfortunately, there I got a bit tense, but.
I know, I can tell. It's stressful, isn't it? Even though...
Quiet.
So we are going to go and find out where Andrea or Andrea...
Yeah,
It's hard these days with names. They can go either way. Crazy. Someone won it. All right, so an OG from the Queensland drift scene, Daniel Buckner, has gone ahead and won the JZX90, so big congrats. By the sounds of it, he's going to come and rip the car as much as he can and have fun with friends, paint it and all that jazz. So that's good to know that it's gone towards someone that's only going to make it better and definitely enjoy the car. So let's get back to putting brakes on the JZX100 so I can have a car that at least stops. It's not very fast, but at least it's going to stop good. All right, folks, front is lowered down a bit. Height on the front, I think, is actually schmick. However, the VS's wouldn't fit, so I had to chuck on some other wheels that I've got, but fitment is actually not too bad. They're a 255, so a fairly big tyre. They're kind of cooked tyres, so it's not really a... Yeah, they're not staying on, don't worry. Rear, honestly, could probably come down a little bit, especially now the front's at that height, so we may bring the back down a smidge. See how we go. It depends how much I'm going to daily it, you know what I mean? If I'm driving it a lot, I don't want it too low, but if I'm going to drive it as much as I drove the 90, which isn't that often, I'll probably come down lower in the back and make it look real schmick, and, you know, won't be exactly, you know, legal height. But it's only body kit low, really, because it's a BN kit. So the car itself is like tire to guard. It's not super low as far as the chassis goes, but it's low, it's body kit low. So yeah, pretty awesome to I don't know, you know what I mean? The other car was so much faster and everything, but this is like a fresh start, and it is, you know, already manual and already got a mechanical diff and a few other little bits and pieces. So keep working on this thing. But I'm pretty happy. Going to take it for a little drive now. Alright, so you guys know, because I just showed you in the vlog, I couldn't get the VXXXs to fit, so I've just chucked on whatever these wheels are. Rears still fit, however, we're in a situation here where Princey, OGs, people that have been watching for a little bit know exactly who Princey is, my best mate, and him and his wife, more so his wife, went ahead and bought this. Now the problem is, his wife's driving this. It has 18 by 10.5 neg 7s, so it is illegal as can be. Yeah, so I've done a deal with him they're going to get the VXXXs, which will fit the body of this car a lot nicer, be way less illegal, and he'll just get the centers refinished at some point and it'll look schmick as on this car. And then it gives me another set of wheels in big specs to be able to use on the S13. Still doesn't mean I've got fronts, but that's another set of, like, you know, skid wheels essentially, or maybe I could get them, you know, one out of barrel made smaller to use as a front. We'll work that out. But anyway, I'm going to take this down the track for the winner. He can come pick it up from down at Archie. So I figure I'll just tow it down to Archie. Then I go see Nick, and yeah, we'll continue on with this video. All right, I finished swapping over those tires and stuff. I'll have to show you guys 100 another video. It's not exactly how it needs to be, but I'm gonna wrap this one up here. You'll see more of this man in tomorrow's video. Peace out, guys. See ya.
Goodbye.